Hey collective, what's going on? I got a similar message to something I got earlier. As soon as I started the video and I had talked about somebody starting like a run walk program, like the Couch to 5K program or something, um, I just got a message that it for someone here it would be beneficial for you to join like a walking group, a running group, walking running group, just something to get out and be around other people, like-minded people who do the same things. So they're wanting you to do that. Do something to get out of the house and do something with like-minded people. But they did give me specifically like a walking group, something where you get to meet people and, you know, you're doing the same thing, something healthy for your body, a Zumba class. But I did specifically get a walking group in when I started the video. So, chair filled, someone is entering your life. Then we have chair filled, someone entering your life. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Someone is behaving stupidly. Solid foundation, success with effort. Oh, they want me to do these first. The someone behaving stupidly, someone is just sitting on their heels, afraid to go after something. And that's stupid. Because whatever it is, you being afraid to go after it and not taking the chance, that's a definite no. But if you are afraid to go after it and you keep going anyway, that's a 50-50 chance. So that's what I got here with someone's behaving stupidly. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Someone wants to enter your life, but it will require change from you. It required you to rebuild your foundation, to create a base that was wider than the tower at the top. That way when something came along and hit you, the base was stable enough to not have the tower fall over, the tower being you. But they're saying there's certain patterns here where instead of making a move in any direction, you're just kind of sitting back and waiting on your heels to. And then, you may take action one day and then several weeks pass and then you take action again, but there's such large gaps between the action that you're not able to build the momentum to keep going. But once you figure that piece out, you're going to find that happiness just kind of naturally comes to you. You're going to find that it just finds you somehow. This is what I just saw. Okay, let's see. New creative. This is interesting. I just said this is what I just saw and I flipped to this. This is what I just saw in my mind's eye. I saw someone at a canvas and there's a circle and they're just painting the circle. There's a square, they're painting the square. There's a circle, they're painting this, and that's all they're doing. Something about you need to start doing little things like that. Even though it seems insignificant, it doesn't seem like it's going to change the world or change your life. Those little things are the atomic bomb energy that you're looking for. Because those little types of skills and techniques, just making a circle and painting the circle, it calms your mind. It frees up your mind, which raises your vibration. It allows your cork to float. You're able to go with the flow easier. And it's interesting because I split right to new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. And I just got that creative idea about drawing a circle and painting it. They don't want something about you really focusing on end results, and they want you to focus more on the process. 444 on the clock as I said that. Focus more on the process, because when you focus on the end result, you're seeing the end result. You're seeing like a finished, okay, you're seeing this finished painting, this finished drawing of this little girl, right? But what they're asking you to do is just draw a circle and paint the circle. But drawing the circle and painting the circle doesn't, to you, it's not going to change the world. It's not going to be something big. It's not going to be something huge and meaningful, so you don't do it. But what you're not realizing is that you painting that circle is the first step to something else, and then something else, and then something else. But those something else's can't come into your view like that until after you start painting the circle, right? So there's your example. But that's what I got. So it's like, what, you're being somebody being stubborn when it comes to digging your heels in because you don't know what to do. Even if it seems small and insignificant, it's just your insecurity. What you're really experiencing by not going forward, by procrastinating, is insecurity. Not knowing where something's going to lead, if somebody's going to approve of it, if they're not going to approve of it. The day you stop caring about what this person thinks is the day you'll meet them. I just heard soon. So this is telling me, basically all this is saying is, hey, you're sitting on your heels a little bit. Pick it up a notch. Keep going forward. That's where your happiness is. You've got this. They're saying this person's coming soon. You're going to want to be able to impress them. And if you're not doing anything right now, and let's just say they show up tomorrow and they start asking you, hey, can you show me this? Can you show me that? Are you going to be prepared? Think about it. Prepare as if. And if that's what's scaring you, preparing as if that is what's scaring you and keeping you stuck and stubborn and unwilling to change, then you need to think about, why does this scare you? Where is the real issue? Why do you think you think less of yourself than this person? Are you putting them on a pedestal? They are human just like you. They're a great person. Don't get me wrong. They have a lot of great qualities. But do not devalue yourself thinking that they're better than you in every sense of the word, in every aspect of the word. And I got it. They want me to point that out. Something about someone here putting this person on a pedestal. And honestly, it's uncomfortable for this person to be put on that pedestal. Because then they're like, well, then that makes me feel like I can't make a mistake. What if I'm human and I make a mistake? What are you going to think of me then? Or, are you going to think I'm not this great person because I'm human? So it's like, it's pressure on that person as well as yourself. Source wants me to say this. You are just as good as this person, if not better, in other respects. Like, this person's going to be better at things than you, and you're going to be better than them at certain things. If we were all good at the same things, nothing would get done. For example, I'm a short person. If everybody on this planet was like me and they were all short, it would be a problem. Because it's a pain in the ass to have to climb up in cabinets with a stool every time I have to get something, Like, there are certain people who like to do spreadsheets. There are certain people who like to do the blue collar work and be out and being physical, and other people who like to do white collar work. We need that variety. So when you see this person and you see all of these wonderful things about them, just know they are seeing all of these wonderful things about you. It's almost, I'm getting this is the energy, I'm feeling it. I can feel it. Here you are next to this person, and this person, it's like you will think that everything they say is right. They're going to care about your opinion. Your opinion is going to matter to this person. What you say will be valuable to this person. But the way you view the relationship right now, you're viewing it as everything they say is valuable. Everything they do is right. Everything they do is right. Everything they do is right, which means if you do something that's different from them, you must be wrong. That's not true. It's just you're doing something differently than how they did it. And that's what Source wants to point out. Just because you took a completely different road to get there, it doesn't mean that this person's better than you because their road looked easier or looked more fulfilling than yours. Sometimes the harder roads are the ones that bear the most fruit. I'm getting a message about compassion. So someone here really has been through quite a bit. And because you've been through so much, you have a level of compassion for people with an understanding that most people don't carry. I'm trying to put my finger on it. There's just something about you being able to look at somebody and just fucking read them like a book. And you read them so well, and there's something about all of your experiences set you up to be able to have that skill. But not only do you have that skill of reading people well, because of your experiences, you have this level of understanding and compassion for groups of people that the masses of society would shun and push away, where those are the very people where you're like, you understand that group, you understand their psyche, you understand what they've been through, their struggles, and you don't understand it just on a physical level. Like, you understand it on an emotional level, an intellectual level. There's something, it's really interesting how they're explaining you, because while you're looking at this person as just the cat's meow that has everything and you must be doing something wrong, and which is absolutely not true, they're looking at you as somebody rare and unique, rough around the edges, but soft where it counts. You were built that way on purpose, and Source needs you to understand that. Every quality and characteristic that you have inside of you right now there's a much larger purpose for it. For example, you ever have something like I'm a gullible person. Since I was a kid, it's just, somebody says something to me, I take it at face value, because when I say something, I mean it. And I just assume when somebody else says something, they mean it. And I was like that for a long time, and people would get over on me really easy. But even like with gimmicks, where, I don't know, where they used to have sales things where you'd get like a box of string and you make all these bracelets, and it was so just to make a little bit of money, and you are making hundreds of bracelets for like $10. Little gimmicks like that. I would be so gullible, and I would say all the time, something would happen, I'd lose money, and I would kind of tap myself on the head like, you're so gullible, Crystal. God, you're so fucking gullible. And then here we are at my spiritual awakening, and during a time when everybody else wouldn't seemingly give up, here I am, gullible as can be, not giving up on my dream, because I was gullible enough to believe in the messages that Source gave to me. And it's paying off. So that one thing, that skill of gullibility, where it's gotten me several times in a negative way, is the one skill, like the one quality I have now that's actually going to be used and paying off for good. So there's something happening like that for you. Think about your life. Think about these little quirks and stuff that you have that you get embarrassed about, or you're like, oh, I know I do this, blah, blah. That quirk is purposeful. And that quirk will be used for your highest good at some point. So think about it. It may be being used right now. Think about that. They want to point out your indecision right now is insecurity. She could get out of this so easy. The problem is there's a lot of squawking happening around you, which keeps the brain wadded up, which keeps the action being stunted. So all of it's, you need to be alone as much as possible. Whoever you are, you need to be alone as much as possible. It's not because you don't deserve to be around other people, and it's not because you're selfish in a bad way, but you're trying to pop something off right now that requires your full focus and attention. And all of this chattering around here makes that chatter in here, which keeps the body stuck in this place of being extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. But the truth is, you are willing to change. You get around these energies and you'll be feeling good, and then you get around people who are just and then all of a sudden you're like, your energy's just, and then you don't want to do anything because the energy got to you. So right now it's best to pull yourself back from these people, take yourself away, and keep working on whatever it is that they're asking you to work towards so that this person can come into your life, because it's something to do with your career, your finances, your stability, and the home life. I just heard your kids will be so happy and proud of you for sticking to your guns and seeing something through. It's like you're showing your family, the young ones around you. It's almost like you're showing them, believe in yourself, believe in your dream even when nobody else does, and then watch it come to fruition. So you seeing this through and having this come to fruition is going to help teach children or people who are around you tenacity. It's going to teach them to stick with it, and it's going to teach them drive and focus, and to not listen to everything that you hear, because if you were to listen to everything that you have heard, you would have quit years ago. Mhm. Interesting. As I was laying those cards down, I heard the end of this. I heard new home, new attitude. So this person entering your life comes with your effort. It comes with you still moving forward and not sitting on your heels because of insecurity. You don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to be good at something. You just have to take the action. The action itself will shift your vibration enough to call this person in. And the action itself will shift you enough to make you inquisitive and interested in something new, to the point where you don't even care if this person's coming. hmm Um, I just got a message of somebody thinking about opening up some type of little shop, a bagel pastry shop, some type of like boutique type of thing. They're saying yes, it'll work out. It'll be highly successful. It'll be slow going at first. The first 6 months will be pretty slow, but um, it takes off and it's successful. It's around for a long time. So there you go. All right, I'm leaving it there. Peace and love.